in case of MPT, maximum power transfer, okay, our motto determine R. What about R? Okay, so how can determine? I have already discussed. In that case, if you determine low, what about R? In case of maximum power, how can determine? First of all, this is AB terminal corresponding to our motto determine RL. You can say that is RL. Our motto determine RL in case of maximum power transfer. I know that I have already discussed from how can resolve it. I know that circuit, a network like this one, that is A and B. This can represent first of all RTH and plus minus VTH. This is DC network, that's why represent like this one. After that, you know that for maximum power, in case of maximum power, RTH this equal to RL simply. So our motto determine RTH basically. If you determine RTH, then that is RL in case of maximum power. Clear or not? What is our motto? So how can determine RTH and VTH? Okay, so basically our motto RTH, but I have determined both VTH and RTH, and also we have determined Pmax. Okay, how can start? So first of all, load is removed. If load is removed like this one, circuit make like this one. Okay, you can solve for any method with the help of source transformation, or with the help of nodal analysis, or with the help of KVL, KCL. Okay, this whole circuit converted like this. Okay, converted like VTH and RTH. So how can convert? Simply, this one is open circuit. If you determine VTH, first of all determine VTH. How can determine VTH? If this one is open, that is VTH. Okay, simply, what about current? I. In this loop, no current flowing 3 ohm resistance. Why? Because of this one is open circuit, that's why. If take loop current like I, then I is flowing from negative to positive, minus 10, 2 plus 2 into I plus 12 into I, this is equal to 0. So I this is equal to 10 divided by 14. It means 5 by 7 ampere. I is 5 by 7 ampere. Clear? Now our target VTH. So if you determine VTH, then minus to plus minus VTH, plus 3 into 0 because no current flowing here, plus 12 into I, this is equal to 0. So VTH this equal to 12 into 5 by 7. Okay, that is 60 divided by 7 ohm. What about VTH? That is 60 divided by 7 ohm. And what about RTH? How can determine RTH? You can solve it. First of all, make like this one. If you determine RTH, means all independent voltage source or current source are removed. Okay. If VTH, if ZTH, VTH is 0, it means that is short circuited. Okay. If this one is short circuited, then our motto determine RTH. You make another diagram. Okay. So what about RTH? 2 and 12 are parallel. RTH is written as 2 parallel to 12 plus 3 ohm. So 3 plus 12 into 2 divided by 14. So 3 plus 24 divided by 14. You can write now by 7. 21 plus 12 divided by 7. That is 3, and this is also 3. 33 divided by 7. That is RTH. Okay. Now finally make that is RTH and that is BTH. Okay, that is A and that is B. What about RTH? 60 divided by 7 ohm, and VTH, that is 33 by 7 ohm. Sorry, volt. This is volt. Silly mistake here. That is volt. Voltage. That's why volt. That is VTH. Clear or not? Corresponding to maximum power. If you power transfer for maximum, then what about this RTH is equal to RL. So RL is written as RTH. This is equal to 33 by 7 ohm. Clear or not? Now another way. Our motto: determine power, that is RL. Okay, that is RL. Corresponding to maximum power, Pmax. Pmax is written as VTH square upon 4 RTH, or simply determine I and I square into RL. RL is RTH, that's why you can determine also. So that is ZTH. What about ZTH? That is ZTH is 60 by 7. 60 by 7 to the whole square divided by 4, 33 by 7. 60 into 60 divided by 4 into 33 into 7. Clear? With the help of calci, you can determine 60 into 60, like divided by 4, we got again 33, we got again 7, we got 3 point, finally we got 3 point, that is 3.896 watt is the final answer. But corresponding to question, our motto determine RL. So RL is simply RL is RTH, and RTH is 33 by 7 ohm, and Pmax, if you determine Pmax, that is 3.896 watt. Okay, so follow this procedure and got the answer. Okay, if you face any doubt, then tell me, sir, I face the problem, please explain. And otherwise you follow another method. Okay, you follow another method. This is method first. Most of the students follow this method, but you can solve this question another method also. You can solve another method also. Another method means with the help of source transformation. With the help of source transformation, how can resolve it? How can resolve it? Method second. This is the you can follow another method, that is source transformation. With the help of source transformation, you can do it. How can do it? This one 10, that is 2. If you convert it into source, 10 by 2, that is 5 ampere. And what about resistance? That is 2 ohm, and this one is all parallel to this, that is 3 ohm, and like this. Okay, now 2 and 12 into 2, both are parallel, so that is 14, that is 24 by 14 means 12 divided by 7, means this connection we got 12 by 7. Okay, now you can make, that is 5 ohm, 5 ampere, and after that this connection we got, and this one is 3 ohm. Okay, that is A and that is B. Okay, if again this one converted into voltage source, then what about polarity? Polarity like this one, plus minus, and that is 12 by 7, and that is 3. Okay, and what about this one? That is 60 divided by 7 volt, and polarity plus and down, upper plate positive and lower plate negative. Why? Because of decided by direction of current direction upward, that's why plus, and here minus. Okay, So that is A and that is B. 3 plus 12 by 7, that is 21 plus 12 divided by 7, that is 33 divided by 7 ohm. So finally this one make resistance, and that is plus minus 60 divided by 7. This one is a VTH, and this one is corresponding to, we got this one 33, that is RTH. Clear or not? You follow with the help of source transformation or you follow conventional method. In both method we got the same result. RTH is same, and what about VTH? That is 60 by 7 ohm. Clear or not? If face there's any problem, then tell me, sir, I face the problem, and how can resolve it. Okay. So now next one. It is clear? You face any problem, then tell me, sir, I face the problem. Okay. Now this is question number 7. Now again question number 8 is the same procedure based on same. Question number 9, we are focused on question number 9. Now how can do it? First of all, I know that with the help of it is clear what is our motto. Our motto determine current in 4 ohm resistance, and using with the help of superposition theorem. Battery plus minus, this one is plus minus. Okay, I know that if using superposition theorem, there are 2 voltage source, this one and this one. So if one voltage source active, then other source are deactive. Okay, except one is working. Now case first, or you can say that if 4 voltage source are active, then 2 volt source that's corresponding to behave as a 0 voltage. Okay, then current in 4 ohm resistance, suppose that is I1. Okay, so how can do it? First of all, make that is 2 ohm resistance, and that is 4 volt, and here that is 4 ohm. And what about current? I1, and this one is 0, means voltage behave as short circuit, and this is 1 ohm. Okay, so how can determine I1? You can use source transformation or with the help of nodal analysis. Okay, that is 0 voltage, that is Vx. Okay, that is Ix, that is Iy. Okay, apply KCL. I1 plus Iy plus Ix, this is equal to 0 at node Vx. Okay, so what about Ix? Ix is written Vx minus 0. I have already done. Vx minus 0. Current leave from negative terminal, so minus 4 divided by 2, plus what about Iy? It is written as Vx minus 0 divided by 1 ohm. And what about I1? I1 is Vx minus 0 divided by 4, this is equal to 0. So if multiply 4 in both sides, then we got 2 Vx minus 2 into 4, that is 8, that is 4 Vx plus Vx, this is equal to 0. So 2 plus 4, 6 plus 7, that is 7 Vx, this is equal to 8. So Vx this is equal to 8 by 7 volt. 8 by 7 volt. Okay, and what about I1? I1 is Vx minus 0 divided by 4, that is 8 by 7 divided by 4. 2 by 7 ampere. That is 2 by 7 ampere. Clear or not? I1 is 2 by 7. If 4 volt are active, then I1 got 2 by 7 ampere. First of all, recheck again. Method is clear. What about procedure? Clear? Vx this equal to, that is Vx minus 4 divided by 2, Vx by 0, clear, Vx by 1 and Vx by 4. So finally multiply by 2, then we got 4 by 2, so 2 into 8, so 2 plus 4, 6 plus 7. Clear? That is Vx this equal to 8 by 7. Finally we got final answer I1 corresponding 2 by 7. Okay, corresponding to this one, this answer corresponding to if 4 volt source is active. Now another way, if 2 volt source are active, then 4 voltage source corresponding to 0. Then what about current? We have considered I2. Make another. Okay. How can proceed? That is 2 ohm. That time this one is 0. And this is 4 ohm. And this one is plus minus. And that is 1 ohm. That is 2 volt. What about current? I2. Okay. Again that is Vx. This one is 0 volt. Okay. Now Ix, here Iy we have considered. Algebraic sum of current at node Vx, that is I1 Ix plus Iy plus I2. This is equal to 0. So Ix plus I2 plus Iy, this is equal to 0. What about Ix? That is Vx minus 0 divided by 2, and I2 Vx minus 0 divided by 4 plus Vx minus 0, polarity current, this plus and this is minus. So Vx minus 0, current leave from negative terminal, that's why minus 2 divided by 1. If you face any problem, then tell me, sir, I face the problem regarding to that one. Clear? Now if multiply by 4 in both sides, then we got 2Vx plus Vx and 4Vx minus 4 to the 8, this is equal to 0. So 5 plus, that is 7 Vx, this is equal to 8. So Vx this is equal to 8 by 7 volt again. Okay. Now our motto I2. So what about I2? I2 is Vx minus 0 divided by 4, that is 8 by 7 divided by 4. We got 2 by 7 ampere. 2 by 7 ampere. It is clear or not? That is 2, that is 4, that is 1 ohm. Vx by 2, Vx by 4, Vx minus 2 divided by 1. Clear? Multiply by 4 means 2 Vx, Vx 4 and 4 to the 8. So 2 plus 1, 3 and 4. 7 Vx is equal to 8. So Vx is equal to 8 by 7. It's clear or not? And I2 is same again. I2 is also 2 by 7. So what about current? I1 plus I2. That is 2 by 7 plus 2 by 7. Finally 4 by 7 ampere. That is the final answer. Okay, make it. First of all, make it. If you face any problem, then tell me, sir, I face the problem at that point, then I will resolve it. Okay. what load ZL will receive maximum power, okay. How can do it? I know that first of all our motto, what about ZL? This is ZL. Suppose that is A and that is B, okay, like this one, okay. How can do it? First of all, I know that this circuit represent like AB network. If you represent RTH and VTH, ZTH here because of AC circuit, that's why, and that is VTH, clear? That is A and B. Then ZL is this equal to ZTH, conjugate of this one. I have already discussed in previous lecture how can resolve. In case of AC, ZL is the conjugate of ZTH. ZL is the conjugate of, ZL is equal to, that is the conjugate of ZTH, corresponding to maximum power in case of maximum power. So our motto determines first of all ZTH and after that conjugate. Then we got ZL. So how can resolve it? So first of all, terminal AB corresponding load is removed. First of all, this load is removed. After that, removing this load, the whole circuit converted into Thevenin's equivalent. Clear or not? Whole circuit converted into Thevenin's equivalent. That is 5 ohm, and this one, whatever be the method, okay. And 3 ohm, that is minus J4 ohm, and plus minus this one 25 at the angle 90 degree, okay. That is A and B, okay. So first one, if you follow conventional method, then first one determine VTH. If you want to VTH, means voltage across V of AB, that is AB, that's why. Clear or not? So how can determine VTH? If determine this current, this is 50 at the angle 0 volt, okay. Now first of all determine current in this loop. If you determine current in this loop, then after that we apply KVL at that loop and we got VTH. Clear or not? If you face any problem, then tell me, sir, I face the problem. Otherwise confusion always created, okay. So if you loop current I, so direction of plus minus, okay, minus to plus, here negative terminal, so minus 50 at the angle 0, plus 5 plus J5, okay, I, both are same, that's why 5 plus J. Now 3 minus J4, again I, okay, plus minus 25 at the angle 90 at the angle 90, this is equal to 0. So what about I? I is written as 50 at the angle 0 minus 25 at the angle 90 degree whole divided by this, adding this one and this one, that is 8 plus J. So it is written, that is 50 at the angle 0 minus 25 at the angle 90. So finally that is 55.90 at the angle minus 26.56 divided by 8 plus J. If it is converted into polar form, that is 8.06 at the angle 7.125, okay. Now what about I finally? that is 55.90 at the angle minus 26.56 divided by 8.06, okay, at the angle 7.125, okay. So finally we got that is 6.935 at the angle 33 minus 33.685 ampere, that is I, okay. So I is written as like this one. Clear or not? If you face the problem, then tell me, sir, I face the problem, then I explain again. I is clear? But our motto, determine VTH. How can determine VTH? From this terminal, follow this loop or follow this loop, whatever, okay. So now if you follow this loop like this one, minus to plus, minus VTH plus 3 minus J4 plus 25 at the angle 90 degree. So what about VTH? VTH is written as 25 at the angle 90 degree, sorry, into I, okay, plus 3 minus J4 at the angle into I is 6.935 at the angle minus 33.685, okay. Now 25 at the angle 90 degree, this one is 3 plus 4, it means 5, and this is 5, no, sorry, 5 at the angle 3 minus 4I is written as 5 at the angle minus 53, that is minus 53.13 into 6.935 at the angle minus 33.685. Clear or not? Okay. After that, into multiply by 6.935 at the angle minus 685. It is written as, finally we got like this one plus this one, okay, and plus also added plus 25 at the angle 90 degree. So final we got result 9.8. So VTH is written as 9.814 at the angle minus 78.67. This is the final answer regarding to VTH. So first of all, make and determine VTH. This one is right or wrong? Okay, this procedure is right, but this procedure is right. Clear? This procedure is right, but what about calculation? Maybe calculation mistake or exist. Okay, that's why please first of all check it, this right answer or not. Okay, your result and my result are same or different. Okay, first of all make it. Clear? That is VTH. Now our next target is determine RTH. Sorry, ZTH. How can determine ZTH? If you determine ZTH, means all independent source should be 0, means this one and this one short circuited. Clear? You make another circuit like this one, and our motto determine, that is A and that is B. Our motto determine ZTH. Now this whole phenomena and this whole phenomena are parallel, so ZTH is 5 plus J5. This one and this one are series, and this one and this one are series, so 3 minus J4. So 5 plus 5J if this one is converted into, sorry, first of all solve, okay, 3 minus j4 divided by 5 plus j5 plus 3 minus j4, we got 5 into 3, 5 into 3, that is 15, minus 20, that is j15, okay, and j square is minus 1, so plus 20, whole divided by 5 plus 3, 8, and that is plus j. So finally we got 35 minus j5 whole divided by 8 plus j, 8 plus j, okay. So 35 minus j 5I is converted into, we got 35.355 at the angle minus 8.13 whole divided by 8 plus j, it is converted 8.062 at the angle 7.125, okay. So finally we got 35.355 at the angle minus 8.13 divided by 8.062 at the angle 7.125, and finally we got 4 point something, that is 4.385 at the angle minus 15.255. So we got ZTH 4.385 at the angle from 15.255 ohm, okay. What about ZL? I know that ZL is conjugate of this one. So first of all, if this one is converted into, that is 4.23, sorry, 23 minus j 1.153, okay. So conjugate of this one, that is 4.23 plus j 1.153. So what about ZL? If you want to ZL, then that is conjugate of ZTH. Finally we got 4.23 plus j 1.153 ohm. This is the final answer, okay. Now if you determine Pmax is, I know that Vth to the whole square divided by 4 Rth. So what about Vth? We got already, that is 9 point something, 9.814 to the whole square, only magnitude into 4, Rth is 4.23, okay. So 9.814 to the whole square, like this one, divided by 4, divided by 4.23, that is 5.69 watt. That is Pmax. That is Pmax. Clear or not? If you face any problem, then tell me, sir, I face the problem regarding to this one. Please explain or whatever. Okay. Always follow method. Always follow method. Maybe calculation mistake also exists for my side also. So method is right, but what about calculation? It is also depend on plus minus. Maybe our maybe my side also mistake exists. So be carefully done it. Okay. If you face any problem, then tell me, sir, I face the problem according to procedure. According to procedure. So first of all, make it. After that, we have solved another problem also. using Thevenin and Norton equivalent. Okay, clear or not? What is our motto? Now, first of all, everything is clearer. Everything is clear or not? Now, our motto determine current in 2 ohm resistance, means that is RL. First of all, this is RL. So first of all, this whole circuit converted volt, that is plus minus 6 volt, clear, and that is A and that is B. Okay, if RL is moving, our motto first of all, make Thevenin's equivalent and Norton equivalent corresponding to AB terminal, clear. If you make Thevenin's equivalent, then we make first of all that is RTH, because of DC network, that's RTH and VTH, clear, in series with VTH, resistance series with VTH. So how can determine? You can follow a lot of method with the help of KVL, KCL, nodal analysis or source transformation. Okay, and first of all, this is 1 ohm and that is 1 ohm also. So first of all, we make Thevenin's equivalent. Thevenin equivalent. Okay, Thevenin's theorem corresponding to Thevenin's equivalent. I know that how to determine VTH. If you want to determine VTH, first of all, make a circuit. Already done it. First of all, that is we take VTH and let the current in this loop, that is I. So minus 2 plus minus 12 plus I plus 6, this is equal to 0. So 2I, this is equal to 6. I, this is equal to 3 ampere. Okay, I, this is equal to 3 ampere. So now minus 2 plus 12 plus 3 into 1 plus VTH, this is equal to 0. So VTH is written as 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3, that is we got 9 volt. 9 volt. VTH is the 9 volt. Clear or not? VTH is 9 volt. So we got Thevenin's voltage, that is 9 volt. Okay, if you face any problem, then explain again. 12 minus 6 by 2, that is 3 ampere. Sorry, 6 by 2, that is 3 ampere. After that, apply KVL on minus 2 plus 2 minus, and after that apply this loop and we got VTH. Clear? VTH is 9 volt. Now our next target is RTH. So how can determine RTH? If you determine RTH, means all independent source are reduced to be 0. All independent source. First of all, make the circuit. 1 ohm, 12 and 6 odds are circuited. That is A and that is B. 1 ohm, both are parallel. So what about RTH? RTH is written as 1:1. So 1 divided by 1 plus 1, that is 0.5 ohm. So finally our circuit make like plus minus RTH is 0.5 ohm and VTH is 9 volt. Sorry, silly mistake here. 9 volt. And what about RL? RL is 2 ohm. Our motto determine current. Okay, so IL is written as VTH divided by RL plus RTH. So that is 9 divided by 2 plus 0.5, that's 9.2.5. okay, so 90 divided by 25, 90 divided by 25, 90 divided by 25, that is we got 3.6 ampere. So according to this theorem we got IL is 3.6 ampere. If you face any problem, then tell me, sir, I face the problem regarding this one. First of all, make it. Okay, simply conventional method. Now according to Norton theorem, our motto, this whole circuit, this whole network converted like Norton current, and here RN, IN and RN. How can this whole circuit converted like this one? Okay, so first of all, if you determine IN, first of all focus on IN. How can determine IN? So how can determine IN? Okay, if you determine IN means corresponding to load is short circuited. I have already discussed in Norton theorem. So if this one is short circuited, that is ISC. Clear? Our motto determine ISC. ISC is equal to IN. So if you determine ISC, then it is IN. Okay, follow a lot of method. ISC like this one, IN like IN or ISC like this one. Okay, now if consider this point is a ductile node, that is 0 voltage, either I1 either I2. Apply KCL at this node, means I1 plus I2 plus IN, this is equal to 0. What about IN? Suppose that is Vx. Suppose that, if you face any problem, now IN, that is Vx minus 0. Current leave from negative terminal, that's why this one is minus. Okay, divide by 1. Divide by 1. What about I2? Vx if you face any problem regarding to this concept, if you face any problem, that is suppose that is X and that is Y terminal. Okay, make X plus minus 12 and that is Y. Clear? That is 1 ohm, that is plus minus 12. Actual meaning of this one is plus minus that is Vx, Vy, and that is 1 ohm, 12 volt. From X to Y, that is I1 current. From apply KVL, minus Vx plus I1 plus 12 plus Vy, this equal to 0. So I1 is written as Vx minus Vy minus 12 divided by 1 ohm. Clear or not? Y written I1 this equal to Vx minus 0 and from leaving terminal that is minus 12. Clear? So Vx minus 0 minus 12 divided by 1 ohm plus what about I2? I2 is Vx minus 0. This is current leaving from negative terminal, that's why minus 6 divided by 1 and that is In, this is equal to 0. Okay, that is In, this is equal to 0. Clear or not? Vx minus 12 divided by 1 plus Vx minus 6 divided by 1 plus In, this is equal to 0. First of all make, that is 2 Vx minus 18 plus In, this is equal to 0. Okay. Now one question is rise. This one is 0 volt. No voltage drop corresponding to here. So what about Vx? Vx is also 0 volt. Okay. So Vx is also 0 volt. If put the value of 0, then we got In. Simple. Very simple. So In is, this one is 0. So In is equal to 18 ampere. In is 18 ampere. Clear? So In is clear. What about In? In is 18 ampere. Now what about Rn? One next target is Rn. If you determine Rn, means all voltage source, all sources are independent sources are short circuited, 0. Okay. Rn 1:1 divided by 1 plus 1, that is 0.5 ohm. That is 0.5 ohm. Okay. Clear or not? So now make the, what about In? That is 18 ampere and Rn is 0.5 ohm. Now our next target is determine load current in 2 ohm resistance. So make Rn like this one, that is Ra, corresponding to A and B. So this is A and that is B and that is In. Apply, that is IL. Apply current divider rule. In into Rn divided by Rn plus RL. 18 into In 0.5 divided by Rn is 0.5 plus 2. So 18 into 0.5 divided by 2.5, we got 90 divided by 25. Same result. 90 divided by 25, we got 3.6 ampere. Clear or not? So corresponding to, if apply Norton equivalent, we got same current. Okay. I am always say, you follow whatever be the method, your method is right, then we got same result. Okay. So we got same result. If you face any problem, then tell me, sir, I face the problem regarding to this one. Please explain or, okay. Answer is given or not? No, answer is not given. So clear. Question number, this one This is the question number. First of all, let's check here. This is the question number 11. Question number 11. This one is the question number 11. Okay. You follow another method also with the help of source transformation. This question do it with the help of source transformation also, very easily. This is the conventional method. Actually, we done this question done with the help of conventional method. This is the conventional. Most of the students follow this method. But if you follow shortcut means you follow less mistake. You want less mistake, then you follow very simple way. This one and this one, I know that 12 and that is 1. If this one is converted in source with the help of source transformation, that is 12 by 1, that is 12 ampere, and whatever resistance 1 ohm. Okay, this one and this one again. Okay, if you this one is removed, that is A and B. Okay, what about RL? RL is 2 ohm. Okay, so if you want to make whole equivalent, this one is converted into RTH and VTH. So that is 12 and this one is 1 ohm and this one is 1. If again this one is converted 6 by 1, that is 6, and that is 1 ohm. That is A and that is B. That is A and that is B. 18. Very simple. 18 ampere, and this one and this one are parallel. 1 and 1. We got, if these are parallel, then we got 1:1 divided by 1 plus 1. That is 0.5. Okay, that is A and that is B. Actual represented, that is IN and this one is RN. Okay, if you convert into VTH and RTH, then multiply. This one is got VTH and RTH. RTH is 0.5 ohm, that is 0.5 ohm, and VTH is 18 into 0.5, that is we got 9 volt. Okay, so that is A and that is B. Okay, this one is a Norton equivalent and that is Thevenin equivalent. Clear or not? And after that connect RL load and find current IL. Okay, so if you follow this method, then only few steps and find the answer. Otherwise you follow conventional method. Sometimes this method is very easy, sometimes very difficult. So clear or not? First of all make it, after that we have focus on another question. Now our motto determine, first of all determine RL. How can determine RL? Our motto determine RL to the given maximum power transfer, corresponding to maximum power transfer. RL is like this one. If you determine RL means if you corresponding to V of this terminal A and B, okay, then this one is converted into VTH and RTH. Okay, so how can convert? So first of all make 6 ohm and that is plus minus 10 volt, and this one is 6 ohm. Okay. So first of all, if you consider VTH like this one, I plus minus to plus, minus 10 volt plus 6 into I plus 6 into I, this will be equal to 0. So I this will be equal to 10 divided by 12. Okay, that is 5 by 6. That is 5 by 6. I is 5 by 6. What about VTH? I is like this one, minus VTH plus 2 into 0 plus 6 into I is 5 by 6. This will be equal to 0. So VTH is 5 volt. VTH is 5 volt. And now next one, what about RTH? If you determine RTH, means this one is a open circuit, sorry, this voltage is short circuited, then you make another, that is RTH. 6 and 6 parallel, so 6 parallel to 6 plus 2, so 2 plus 6 into 6 divided by 12, 2 plus, that is 3, so 2 plus 3, that is 5 ohm. So finally we got 5 ohm. Clear? RTH is, we got RTH, that is 5 ohm. And what about VTH? VTH is, we got, that is 5 volt. If you face any problem, then tell me, sir, I face the problem regarding this one. Okay, someone say good night. Not good night, this is good evening. Okay, so clear? You can solve, actually most of the students follow this method, that's why we solve corresponding to this one. But smart student follow another method. Another method. What about another method? That is source transformation. Method second. That is method second. What about method second? That is source transformation. That is source transformation. That is source transformation. How can do it? With the help of source transformation. First of all, this one is remove. Our motto, removing AB load terminal. If load terminal is removing, then make finally look like this one. After that, this one and this one, if you this one converted current source, that is 10 divided by 6, 10 divided by 6. What about direction? Direction of current is upward, and that is 6 ohm, 6 ohm, and this one is also 6 ohm. Okay, and this one is 2 ohm, that is 2 ohm. Okay, that is A and B. After that, 6 and 6, that's both are parallel to, so 6 into 6 divided by 12, so 6 by, that is 2 and that is 3. Okay, that is 3 ohm. So finally we got, that is 3 ohm. So finally, if this is 3 ohm and that is 10 by 6, you can say that 5 by 3 ampere. Okay, now if this one is converted again voltage source, then we got plus minus, and that is resistance 3 ohm, 5 into 5 by 3 into 3, that is 5 volt. This one is a 5 volt and that is 3 ohm, and this is 2 ohm, and that is A and that is B. Okay, now after that, that is 5 ohm and plus minus 5 volt, that is 5 volt and that is 5 ohm. Okay, that is A and that is B. Same result, we got same result in both procedure. If you follow conventional method, and this one is called VTH and that is called RTH. After that our motto RL for maximum power transfer, for MPT means maximum power transfer condition, RTH this equal to RL. So RL is written as 5 ohm. So what about RL? RL is 5 ohm. Clear? Now next target is Pmax. Our motto, determine Pmax. Pmax this equal to VTH square divided by 4 RTH. So it is written as VTH is 25 divided by 4 into RTH is 5, that is 5. So 5 by 4, and that is 1.25 watt. This is the final answer, make it. Okay, our motto, determine Pmax. So it is clear or not? If you face any problem, then tell me, sir, I face problem regarding to this one. Please explain again and whatever. Okay. Help of Thevenin, and after that verify with Norton. Okay, means our motto determine current in 4 ohm resistance with the help of Thevenin's equivalent. You can solve this one with the help of Thevenin's, and after that we verify Norton. Means if corresponding to both we got same result, then it means your answer is right, otherwise your method is wrong, or your calculation are mistake. Okay, so how can do it? So first of all, this one, that is 5 ampere, that is 2 ohm, very simple. Polarity plus minus 6 volt, and that is 2 ampere. You can do it with the help of, this question with the help of source transformation or conventional method. I have already discussed. So, but here we follow very simple method. If follow this method, our motto, if you determine corresponding, we got Thevenin's equivalent or Norton equivalent. Okay, so first of all, I know that this one is open circuited. Now I use with the help of source transformation, 2 into 5, that is 10, plus minus 10, and that is 2 ohm. Clear? What about polarity? Decided by current direction upward, that is plus minus. So that is 5 into 2, 10 volt. After that, after this one, plus minus, that is 6 volt, and here that is 2 ampere. Clear? That is AP. Now 2 by this one and this one, polarity, that is plus minus. Now if any doubt, then make this is also make plus, and here minus, plus, that is 5 into 10 volt. Okay, minus plus and plus minus. What about net voltage? If you face any problem, then you make, okay, suppose that is Vx, this is 6 volt and that is 10 volt, minus plus, plus minus. Okay, that is Vx. Clear? Now apply KVL. Minus 10 volt plus 6 volt plus Vx, this is equal to 0. So Vx, this is equal to 4 volt. It means this portion replace 4 volt, and polarity here minus, here plus. So 2 ohm, upper plate positive, lower plate negative, that is 4 volt. Okay, and that is 2 ampere, that is A and B. Clear or not? Again, with the help of source transformation, 4 by 2, that is 2 ampere, and that is 2 ohm, and that is 2 ampere, that is A and this is B. 2 and 2 both are same direction, that's why this one is make 4 ampere. And what about resistance? 2 ohm, that is A and B. Okay, simply this circuit make like this one. It means this one is IN, current source, this is IN, and that is RN. And if this one is converted into, with the help of source transformation, again 4 into 2, that is 8 volt, and that is 2 ohm. Okay, this is VTH and that is RTH, and that is In, and that is Rn. Okay, if you make In 2 ohm, that is Rn, and this one is 4 ampere, that is In. Okay, corresponding to AB terminal. And you can also represent plus minus 8 volt, and that is 2 ohm, and that is A, and this one is B. So clear or not? First of all, make it. We got with the help of source transformation, very simple way. Otherwise, you can also find out with the help of source transformation, with the help of conventional method. Okay, I have already done, so we are not explaining here. Okay, now what about current in 4 ohm resistance? So now if follow Thevenin's equivalent, that is 8 volt, that is VTH, and that is RTH, this will be equal to 2 ohm, and RL is 4 ohm. IL, what about IL? IL is 8 divided by 2 plus 4, that is 8 by 6, means 3 by 2, 4 by 3 ampere. And if you follow current nodal analysis, Norton equivalent, then that is 4 ampere, and that is RL. So what about IL? IL is with the help of current current divider rule, 4 into 2 divided by 2 plus 4, that is 8 by 6, that is 4 by 3 ampere. We got same result. Follow Thevenin's equivalent or with the help of Norton equivalent, we got same result. If you face any problem, then tell me, sir, I face the problem. Otherwise, today class is over. I solve other problem in another lecture, another class. Okay, make it.